What is up, delicious faithful? Bruce Moore here. Who doesn't love a good cocktail? And since we're all cooped up and not able to frequent our local watering holes, I want to introduce you to our new sponsor, In Booze. In Booze was started in 2018 by Ashley Evans and is an easier and healthier way for everyone to enjoy drinks at home. Ashley is involved in the entire process of In Booze. All items are sliced and dehydrated in their commercial kitchen and then pouched by hand. I encourage everyone to check out In Booze, where you'll find cocktail mixes infused with simple fruits, spices, and herbs. You'll know exactly what's in your cocktail every time. These alcohol infusion kits include favorites such as blood orange margaritas, pineapple mules, chipotle pineapple Bloody Marys, spiced white red wine sangria, and a bunch of other favorites including spiced maple smash, gingerbread cookie, and autumn old fashioned. Do yourselves a favor, check out In Booze. Tell them the Brutally Delicious podcast sent you.
So, hey, I'm Apolinara, and you're listening to Brutally Delicious podcast.
Now we got you. Hello.
I feel like
hi. Sorry, it took me forever. I tried from my laptop. It didn't work. So the phone is going to be our goal.
That works fine. Hey, I'm Bruce. That's my partners, Chris and Rena.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. How are you doing?
So first, I'm not Apolinara. I'm Apolinara. So a little wrong word in here.
I got that. Bruce always misspells stuff. You should have seen the time we interviewed the bass player from Dire Straits, and he misspelled Dire Straits. I'm not even joking.
Okay.
That was the first thing he said.
Yeah, it put me in a good club, of misspelled names. I'm happy with that.
That's all right. Yeah, that was the first thing he said. Remember, he's like, who spelled it wrong?
Yeah.
Anyway. Anyway, thank you for joining us. I really appreciate it. I don't know,
Thank
Chris.
you for having me.
Chris, I know you wanted to take it away, so go ahead.
Okay, let me get my notes out here. We've had so many cancellations today, so I got to get back to where I was here. So
Apolinara just canceled on you, but Apolinara showed.
There you go.
Apolinara.
Right.
Okay. First of all, is that your real name or is that your project name?
No, it's my it's my stage name of this project. Precisely, that I started from the scratch. So, yeah, my name is Polina. So it's still having these roots from Apollonia, from god of the arts and beauty of Italy. So I just was trying to play with that around, and I figured out Apolinara will be great. But now maybe I need to change to Apolinara. I don't know. I don't know. You give me no idea.
I love your sense of humor, and you can give it to Bruce all day long. Like, just make sure that he pays for the spelling error. I'm okay with that.
Nice.
In your bio, it says that you're professionally trained, and one of the things that stuck out at me was professionally trained songwriter. How does one train to be a professional?
I'm professionally trained singer, so it's probably how they put word into my bio. It's not, because it's no way to be professionally trained songwriter. No matter, of course, you study music arrangements and all of this theory stuff that basically prepare you for that, right? But it's not such a thing in diploma that songwriter. So,
right.
Yeah, no. Well, there is composition for sure, but I was just curious.
Could be something like, I remember when I was studying, and somebody started saying I'm professional singer, no matter still in university, and somebody was asking how you define that you are professional. Like, somebody already giving me money, so I think if you receive money for what you do, you're already professional. So
that works.
I'm a professional house husband, and I'm really good at it.
Very good.
Nice.
I hope my husband will not hear that, because maybe he will have a salary now, babysitting our daughter this time. He will be like, okay, where is my share?
Nice.
Sorry, I just got to go back and forth here. I'm a little slow today. So when I was trying to find out more about you, I went to your webpage and I went to the bio section, and I tried to read it, but then I got this email pop up, and I couldn't close it, so I couldn't read the bio.
Oh, that's bad.
So I just thought I should bring that to your attention because
that should be the X on the side, but yeah, we'll look into that.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, there was no X, but I thought I should tell you because I was like, every time I tried to read it, it would pop up, and I couldn't read it. So I'm kind of flying off by the seat of my pants. But you said you're from Ukraine, correct?
Yep.
How long you been?
I was born in Ukraine and raised, and maybe I was like 22. I started traveling as a singer on contract base. So in some moment I met my husband and I moved to US. But even no matter like we physically moved to US, since then we've been in China, we've been in Spain.
Oh wow.
I'm in Spain right now. So for me, very hard to understand where is home. So for me, home is our suitcases and just my family, my husband and my daughter.
Why so much traveling?
Because of his job. He has a job that requires to move us a lot. And that was basically a reason how I reached idea to start a solo project, because every time I moved to a new country, it took me a lot of time to find, new bands, new musicians. I felt very burnt out. And then I delivered my daughter, and, motherhood. Nobody wants to see a baby, right, on the hands when you're on stage rocking. So all of that things was kind of like put me to idea that if I want to pursue something in music, I need to take control of everything on myself. So yeah, I'm doing it on my own. I have good musicians working with me on, like, I'm contracting them. But yes, all the compositions are written by me, arranged by me. So yeah, that's my baby. Apolinara is my second baby.
Nice.
I would imagine that all that travel is inspiring in a lot of different ways. Like, do you find new instruments, new melodies that maybe you wouldn't have thought of before? Because if you go from like Ukraine to Spain, I mean, that's a totally different vibe completely.
You absolutely correct. On the album that will be out in February, there is one song, like it's already song existed. It's called Slowly. You can hear it, but it's not. Now you can hear that like a demo version on Spotify. In the album, it will be newer version. But anyways, there will be acoustic version. Acoustic version will be played with glass harp. And I got exactly expired when we was in Madrid, walking in park here, and there was glass harp musician. I heard it. For me, it was like fantastic. And I dreamed about like a couple of months where I can use it. And then I decided to write absolutely acoustic version of my stuff. And I found a good glass harper from US. And that it is. So it's going to be something absolutely different. Wow. So you're right. I got inspired from the things I see around. Yeah.
Nice.
Now, before we go any further, can you explain what a glass harp is?
Well, it's a lot of glasses.
Nice.
So, literally, it's a lot of glasses. And they're empty. They fill with water, different levels.
Okay.
When he moved the fingers around, and it produced different sounds.
Oh, that's cool.
You are for sure the first person I've met who's used that in their music.
Okay, good.
Awesome.
I'm gonna have to Google it because I don't even know what it is.
You actually You are the first guys whom I tell this, because for all my audience, I was thinking just before the album release, I will be, do some spoilers, but I'm telling you first, you will know first.
Wow. We're number one.
Always
Number one. I can't wait to see the video. I hope there's close-ups of it's like,
we'll have
you show the hands at first like it's a turntable, but then suddenly it's glasses.
Oh, wait a second. That's what it is? Glasses?
Yeah.
Yeah. With different amounts of fluid in them to make it.
Wow.
You have like a Coke bottle that has a certain amount, and then you just blow
now
on
I know what you're talking about.
Higher the sound, but it's with glasses.
I'm a little slow. Sorry.
They say it's water inside, but maybe in Spain it's wine, so we don't know.
Wine is probably.
Maybe, but I don't think so. Anyone will be able to play if they was water.
Right? Like, poking shit.
Nice.
Wine
These
is
are
probably cheaper in Spain.
out of tune. Yeah.
So Shadows and Signs due out, you said, in
Yep.
February. What was it like writing during all of this nonsense? Because I assume you wrote it during all this world events, right?
Yeah, but it's even more. Most of the songs on the album really was like written, pre-written, maybe 10 years ago, something.
Oh, wow.
So they was just never finished because, as I said, I never find musicians with whom I can settle, you know, and move on. And I was very sensitive to bring my own songs because, like, it's not like I'm producing them hundreds and, oh, whoever wants to play, take it. I was like very selective about those people with whom I will work. So when I decided, like, first I started Apolinara and decided to do a first single that was slowly in this demo sound came out. Then I said that, okay, let's collect material and do extended play EP. So my first idea was like only 4 or 5 songs. And then I started putting the material together and like, oh, I love this song more maybe, or maybe I want this instrument here or that. Basically the album was shaping itself. So it was not like I planned, okay, I need 11 tracks and let's do it. No,
Right.
I was like, let me add this on that. And that's beauty to be like self-project. I didn't have like deadline hidden on me. So I really could gather all my strengths, all my inspiration to put inside. So yeah, so I can say that as some words, some main melodies, they had more than a couple of years for sure. But arrangement, yeah, that was during the pandemic, and it was quite nice because I also a music teacher. I moved all my teaching online, so I was home, I was relaxed, and
Nice.
I could really put myself into these arrangements and the mood that I want to show, you know, because it's not enough to write just some lyrics and main melody. You really need to be choosy what sounds, how you want exactly to present
Right.
it.
Okay. Rena?
Well, you said you also have a daughter. How old is she now?
She's 5. She's 5.
Oh my God. I have a boy who's 5 years old. Is she like a part of your songwriting? Does she enjoy doing all music stuff with you?
Yeah, she is. When I practice, she always kind of around. She tried to copy me that I'm doing that. Actually, one song in the album, it called Tears of Love, that was absolutely new song that I basically wrote in like 2 or 3 days. That will be like exception of everyone, any other songs. And exactly, it's for her. So it's dedication to her. Like in some moment, I think to put maybe some video of our family stuff and to put some lyric video. So not professionally, but, you know, sensitive. So that's something in my plans. Maybe it will happen. I know some people like don't want to show the family. I don't want to pose in with my family everywhere too, but if the music inspired by her, so I think why not to show a little, you know.
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah. I don't think there's any shame in sharing family. I mean, why would you not want to do that? Like, I understand it for privacy reasons, but is there another reason besides that?
I don't know. Maybe some people feel, I don't know how they feel. Again, maybe if you're a big superstar, you know, you feel it's going to be bad for them, exactly for privacy or for whatever. But in the level as I am, and I built very close relationship with all the people who follow me, they always can send me message. I became friends, real friends with some of people that I didn't know just because of my music. They discovered me, they wrote me, they didn't expect I will write them back, you know, and we start chatting. So at this point, I'm building very friendly relationship with my following and with my friends. So I feel it's appropriate if I will show them exactly what inspired my songs, you know, not only some magical thing that I never seen, but real true stuff that I'm living every day. I think it's important because especially the pandemic showed that all of us are fragile. All of us wearing pajamas when we're at home, right?
Right.
So this, I try to be, you know, grounded. I try to be very open with people who I am.
You know, a lot of you're not the first person we've talked to that when the pandemic hit, they kind of felt a little bit of relief that they could work from home.
Yeah.
We've done quite a few interviews that way. But I'm going to add this. If there's one thing that I love about the pandemic is that I can wear sweatpants 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I love it.
Even on Zoom, right? It's business on top, and
well, hey, I'll show you.
I don't know. I don't know if we want.
Hey, I'm wearing sweatpants.
Nice. Put away your butt. Nobody wants to see it.
Yes.
Hey, sorry, but I'm just saying, it's a beautiful thing. Comfort.
It is. It is.
Like I was thinking about the other day, remember that show, What Not to Wear?
Yeah.
And I was like, that show could not exist right now. No. Because everyone would be like, you're not getting me out of my sweatpants, you asshole. That's not happening.
That's true.
Oh, totally. I even got the nickname Rina No Pants ringing in at my previous.
Rina No Pants.
Okay.
Wow.
I'll take a bathroom break. Enjoy my butt.
Now I understand why you're sitting with a bit like that.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely. These are sort of pants, you know? Like,
right.
You have to get rid of that name. Okay, we got it.
Nice.
Oh my goodness, this is gone interesting. So I have a kind of a different angle of question for you that has nothing to do with sweatpants, although that was a good conversation topic.
yeah.
You're from the Ukraine and you've come to the U.S.
Yep.
And the U.S. and the Ukraine and Russia, they all have like this kind of unique political thing going on right now.
Yep.
How does this affect your writing? How does it affect your family? And what are your general thoughts on that?
You really want me to say bad words?
Anything goes.
Anything goes, yeah.
Yeah, Rina No Pants does not care.
Oh, guys, it's a very complex, and I try to be, how to say, not so harsh about some judgments because it's been like more than 10 years that I don't live there, you see, so I cannot be, I cannot share maybe the same pain as people who live in that situation share, but of course it's my country that I not just born, I was like, I received education, so up to 22 years old, like, so I'm wired as Ukrainian, you know, it's no way to be another. And despite that, my parents actually came from Russia, so that's even more turn twists. It's not that I was like natively Ukrainian. Like, no, I'm the first generation born in Ukraine. My parents, they understand Ukrainian, but they speak Russian all the time. But despite that, they are just very intelligent people. They see exactly how this international affair of Russian government, you know, goes, and that basically break in maybe some illusion that people think that only the one who speaks Ukrainian are very pro-Ukrainian in Ukraine. It's not true. My family speaks Russian, but they don't support whatever happening with the heads and the minds of Russian government. And it's nothing to do with Russian people. I still have friends in Russia. We chat, and, you know, especially when you move to US, I don't know if you ever thought of that. We don't have like special Russian or Belarusian or Georgian. We like immediately blend together as a community. So our restaurants are the same, our grocery shops are the same. So that's why you learn how to communicate with people individually as a person, not to be like it's Russian or whatever. So yeah, it's very hard situation. We have a war in the east of Ukraine. I don't have any relatives there, so that's why my family are pretty safe. And like, it's very sad that it's happening, but yeah, it doesn't affect my family in very bad manner. So I feel blessed for that. So it's good. Of course, I always will be saying that Crimea is Ukrainian territory. So I never accept that.
Right.
Overnight, they just decide to take a piece of land and everybody need to say it's right. So yeah, like, I am pro-Ukrainian. I know that it's really war happening. How it will be resolving, nobody knows. But in my mind, Ukraine need to prevail. That's it.
So I'm going to go off on a little bit further on this, if that's okay.
Yeah,
Are you
it's
okay?
fine.
Yeah, because this podcast is more about casual conversations with people so that they can get to know the artist instead of like, how did you come up with your band name? How do you write your songs? People get to know you, like you say, you want to be friends with your friends or whatever. So when the Soviet Union fell and Russia went to democracy, which I don't think ever really happened.
No, of course, never happened.
No, but it's gotten worse and worse and worse over time here. Is that something that you could see happening in Western democracies, like the United States or in the EU or the UK or somewhere else? Like, is there any similarities that you see in these democracies that could come? I don't think
so. It's quite possible because people are different, you know, like all the politics is manipulation, of course, in one way or another. Yeah. But even whatever I see in US, you always have different voice speaking, and the voices are heard. In Russian, most of these voices are never heard, you know, so that's what I see that and why it's happening, because exactly the Soviet Union never had a second voice. So it was only one voice, what the party says. So that's why mostly people even don't, they don't know how to think differently. The people who try to think differently, when they travel and see different things, they're just afraid. And the one who doesn't afraid, we know what's happening with them. You know, they prison in jail. Yeah, exactly. He is marked as a terrorist, you know, and that's it. So I don't think so this level ever happened in Western Europe or US, because sometimes happening totally opposite, like somebody talking whatever bullshit and other people don't want to stop with the person because like it's his right of speech, like whatever, like it's absolutely nonsense. So happening like sometimes that I want like, please somebody stop it, you know, like because it's
right.
So no, I think I also guys, like I've been to China, so in China it's worse, no matter I understand nothing in China, but China is absolutely worse. You cannot you cannot even decide how much time you're going to use the internet or gas per month, you know, especially like internet, I don't care, the gas. We ended up in frozen apartment because we didn't know that we have some gas amount that we can use per month. We didn't know that. Shit. And it was cold and we was heating up, you know, the apartment. And in the middle of months, the gas finished. And when we go, like, we want to pay more gas, and they say, like, no, you have only so because we are foreigners. At the end, we have the realty manager who come, and you know, she came and she helped, but it was like, for me, it was nonsense. Like, I want to pay more gas. I'm cold, and they say no. The government decided that you don't need more. That's it.
Wow, that's crazy, actually.
Yeah.
Rita, you have anything before I get to my comical stuff?
Was the next one canceled?
I have not. I'm waiting for them to pop in so we can keep going if you want.
Cool. Yeah, let's do it then. Awesome.
I'll let you know if they come in.
First of all, I agree with everything that you're saying. I'm actually in Finland, so right here next to Russia. So I am quite familiar with everything that's going on. And do you think your outspokenness could work against you? Or is this something that worries you, that you saying these things bluntly might come haunt you in the future?
No, I'm not, because as I said, I try to show who I really am. And I don't believe these people who saying, especially in Ukrainian artists who like, what you think about Russia, and I'm doing show business, I don't care. How you can be not care? So it's like, it's very untrue. And I'm not doing this pop showbiz, you know, so I don't.
Right.
I'm very open.
You don't have a line of dancers?
Exactly. Yeah, and it's like you just said, that there are no alternative voices, so you are now that alternative voice, you know, like through that.
In Ukraine there are a lot. In Ukraine there are a lot. I'm just saying, in Russia there are not so many, but in Ukraine there are a lot. if one thing that is good because of our war situation is that people was kind of awoken. They really start understand the difference between watching Russian television or Ukrainian television. You know, more and more people, young people, most of the young people that I know in Ukraine now speak Ukrainian. And when I was a child, wasn't like that. We still speak Russian all the time.
Right.
Now, most of the people speak in Ukrainian. So a lot of good cultural things are actually happening in Ukraine. It's just a slow process. It's not happening like overnight, you know. So
Interesting.
we're heading in the right direction.
That's
I'm
good.
sure about it.
I agree.
We could go ahead. Like we could go on about this forever, but we need to be wrapping this up. So I'll throw the ball to Chris, who can give us some last sentiments and finish his thought as well.
Oh, well, I one of the things I love about doing this podcast is we get a variety of worldviews, which ties back to the way you're writing your music by getting a variety of worldviews.
Right.
So I appreciate that you can give that to us both through your music and through your voice and your experience.
Thank you.
It's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you so much for taking the time. I appreciate it. I could talk to you all day, but we have these scheduled back to back. So thank you for the time.
I get it. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Best
Peace.
of luck with the record, and let us know when it comes out so that we can share it.
Heck yeah.
February 22nd. You can mark your calendar. Come on.
February 22nd.
We can mark our calendar, but a good promotion is when you email us and let us know.
Yes, okay. I will. I will mark my calendar to
Excellent.
Okay.
Take care and thanks so much.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank
bye-bye.
you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.